Alright, so as I'm sitting here in a restaurant inside the Las Vegas airport waiting for my flight back to San Francisco in an hour, I have two observations. One serious, one funny. I'll start with the serious one. So, I did a duet yesterday of a video of a white woman who was a Trump supporter. She had the word MAGA in her username. And she was speaking about the term black fatigue in exactly the way that you would expect a Trump supporter in May of 2025 to speak about that term. And she spouted off some of the most horrifically racist stuff that I've heard in quite some time. And that's why I did a duet of her video, because I felt it was important to highlight the fact that Donald Trump has provided people like her with a permission structure to say the things that she said out loud, in public, on TikTok, on social media, without any fear of repercussion whatsoever. And that's why I duetted that video. Because Donald Trump has provided a permission framework for these people to just say what is really in their heart, to just say it out loud on the internet, knowing that it could be seen by millions of people. And TikTok muted that video. They took away the sound. TikTok took away the sound of my duet. Her original video is still up on her page, but TikTok took away the sound on my duet of her video where I was trying to call attention to the things that these kinds of people are saying. That same exact video I also uploaded to my YouTube page. There's a link in the link tree in my bio. And that same video on YouTube has not been muted and has over 150,000 views. And yeah, there's an endless litany of issues like that I have with TikTok. Regardless. The second observation that I've had is that I'm in a very crowded restaurant right now, and I'm recording a TikTok. I'm talking to my phone as though I'm having a conversation with another person who's not there. There are several people in the restaurant who are watching me do this, and they're looking at me like I'm some kind of a weirdo. And I don't care about that anymore. I freely make TikToks in front of other people where I'm talking to my phone and they look at me like I'm some kind of freak. And I am wholly, completely, entirely unaffected by that anymore. The weird looks and the stares and the judgment that comes along with that has absolutely no impact on me anymore. I don't care. And this is to say that, the broader message of that is to say that there is an unimaginable amount of freedom that comes from fully embodying the phrase, I don't care anymore. If I'm surrounded by a bunch of strangers who are looking at me like I'm some kind of whack job, but I want to make a TikTok, I'm going to do that. And because on the one hand, it's like, you know, sooner or later, my time in this little booth is going to come to an end, and I'm going to get up and go to my gate and get on my flight and fly back to San Francisco. And these people are going to be looking at me like I'm some kind of fucking lunatic. But deep down, every single one of those people is really saying, I wish I had the balls to do that. But they don't. And hence they continue on with their lives of quiet desperation. And so my message is, and this applies everywhere, in every single context, every single day, everything. Be the weirdo. Be the weirdo. Because outwardly, you're going to get judgment, you're going to get scorn, you're going to get ridicule. But every single person who is throwing that energy at you, deep down inside, they're jealous. They're envious. They're envious of your freedom. Your freedom that comes from, I don't care anymore what other people think about me. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. Absolutely none of your business. That's for them to deal with. And they have negative opinions of you because they are so completely miserable in their own lives, and they know that. They know that. I've said on this app many times before, all of the times that I've been attacked on this app, which every single time has come from the left. Every single time it has come from the left. It's never come from the right. It's never come from MAGA. MAGA just comes into my comments and tells me that I'm gay. MAGA just comes into my comments and asks me if my boyfriend paints his fingernails. To which I usually respond with, yeah, would you like him to paint yours too? And then I say, you know, dude, I'm as straight as the pole that your mom dances on. Every bit of it is a projection that comes out of their own misery because they have complied. They have given up their heart. They have given up their freedom. They have given up their soul to be a part of that thing that they're a part of. And anytime anybody comes along that threatens that, they attack it because they're really attacking that part within them. So just be the fucking weirdo, man. Being the weirdo is the best. It's the best life decision I've ever made. It's the best life decision I've ever made, man. So just do it. Just be fucking weird. It works. Trust me. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.